Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Slips through the line. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Can you imagine a better start? You house the opening kickoff. Now the offense out there to try to maximize the lead at 8-0. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Moss. Still running at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and, you know, they wear their great outfits that you...
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. That is exactly why they call the running back the safety valve. They used it, and they used it to perfection.
Yeah, and you want to push the ball down the field. You want to make those big plays, but you see the defense. They bring the blitz. I got the running back open. Dump it to him. Let him do the rest. Let him get the first down.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Moving away from pressure. With the catch, it's Moss. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown in the opening drive of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the ground, it's Peoples. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he got loose.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Grab near the marker. It's Concepcion. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown Buckeyes. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to pass, it's Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. They're working that left side. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Bussey. Jumped on top of the pile. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive play right here, making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
To the air, it's Reed. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You've thrown in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Moss. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Aggies have this offense rolling. Rides the back on the option to give. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. In the red area, it's Owens. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Get it out on the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion but was denied. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's throwing picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Bussey. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The throw. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
To the air, it's Reed. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field. The ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's got it again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Makes the grab and there's room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. Got out of trouble and throws. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 4th down, going to the air. Here comes the heat. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
But we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this deep.
Touchdown, Aggies!